Good afternoon. My name's Lipstick, for those of you who don't know, to show you a look. Today we're going to do my classic red. It's dark, it's mysterious, it's deviant. I love it. Some things you'll need. Of course, your favorite eyeliner, blackest eyeliners, and mascara. You'll need a good red. Probably something darker would work a little better. And a red glitter. Jesse's Girl, my favorite. Also, you're going to need a white. You're going to need a transition color. And you're going to need a darker color to add depth. Now, of course, you see a lot of the products I'm using, but you don't necessarily have to use these products to get this look. You'll notice I didn't say I did say I like my Jesse's Girl glitter. However, I wasn't pointing out that I was going to use China White by Jeffree Star, Stargazer's Deep Red, because you can make this with any red eyeshadow, and I'll show you how. Now I have started by already priming, doing my foundation, my contour. I've set all of that, and I've primed my eyes. I just do this every time I do my face. If you don't, that's cool. That's great for you. The great thing about makeup is people try to make rules for it, but the fact of the matter is you're painting your face. There are no rules. Do what you want. What makes you feel good. If you like it, who cares what anybody else likes? If I cared what other people thought, I'd have stopped wearing makeup way back in the day. But I've been wearing makeup since I was 13 years old in the small town of Marietta, and I refuse to let others interfere with me being me. So, first things first, I'm going to start with the transition color. You always want to start with your transition color, and you'll go back in and touch it back in a few times. Now, I'm going to use a shade just a bit darker than what I'm going with for my actual foundation color. It's going to be a neutral nude. And I'm just going to throw that in my crease. This is going to start by adding depth. Come on, add it to the other eye. Now I'm using a new eye primer, one I haven't used before. I actually ordered this from some cheap website. It's $1. Let's check it out. Probably shouldn't be putting something like that on my eyes, but live and learn, right? Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to take that red that I'm going to put in. Actually, we're going to do that. We're going to put in that red. So I'll just take a basic rounded eyeshadow brush and your basic red. The one I've chosen is a bit on the darker side. If you must know, Stargazer Deep Red. And I'm going to start by patting that along the lash line, just like that, and working it up. And you want to work it all the way up the lid. Give a little brush back and forth. But you'll notice I'm not flicking. If you flick that eyeshadow and it flicks in, and you get it build up on your nose, it flicks out, now you've got makeup out here. I'm rubbing it flat against the eyelid. Going in, adding in again. So what you're going to do is you're going to build a nice deep red on that eyelid. Now you say, Jason, those are two completely mismatching colors. They are. But you're now going to take, another color and you're going to blend them two together. So let me put my other eye on. I'll show you that. Now, one thing you'll also notice is I'm not worried about each color getting blended out and right where it needs to be as I'm going. I'm putting the colors in the general direction, and as you go, you're naturally going to blend it all together. You'll see how I do that as I go. But just know if you see like that, or how this sticks up just a little bit higher than that. Listen, they don't have to be twins. They don't even have to be sisters. As long as your two eyes are somewhat related, you're good to go. Matter of fact, there's a whole movement based on asymmetric. So, I mean, they don't even have to be related. If you want to get technical, they totally mismatch. Well, guess what? Go with it. Go with it. I had this whole phase for one time where the whole of my look was just a forest green metallic eyeliner that just was like bloop, just like that. It didn't go all the way up and around. It was just bloop, and it come out. That was my look. Just the one eye. I don't know. I thought it was cool, and I guess for a time it kind of was. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another red. This is kind of like a deeper shimmer red, and I'm gonna go back in with my crease brush, and now I'm gonna work that in. Pick up a little bit of that red I had before, work that in. Go over here, work that in. Oh, I guess I'm blocking the camera. Now, I'm going to go in with a darker neck color. Now, as you darken and create your smoky effect, you don't want to go straight for the black. You want to work darker. So I'm actually going to go in with a deep brown. I'm going to start there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it forward. Pick up more. And work it through. Put it up in the crease. Working it back in. Just like that. Now, I'm going to go in with the black. Now, I'm going in with the black. And I'm just adding it to the corners and up in the crease. Throw it in the corner, and a little up in the crease. Good. Now, we're also going to go back to that brown, and we're going to smoke a little bit under this eye. She's starting to come together. Now, I'm going to go in with that red glitter and just take up the tiniest amount. With the brush I used the red. You don't want to put black in where you're going to be putting this glitter. So pick up the brush you had with the red, or knock the black off, run it through the red, knock it back off so you have a little bit, you know what I mean? So you don't have black you're now going to load in. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to pick up some of that glitter and I'm going to dot it ever so slightly in the middle. Come back in, pick it up, do the other side. A little bit underneath just to bring the red together. Bam! So, now we are really dark, we are really sultry, and it looks like a lot. Now we're gonna finesse what we have. You have to excuse the Peter Griffin laugh, that's my husband. Aww. Love you too. Now, I'm gonna go in with like a off-white, and I'm gonna go up here in this brow bone area. Now that primer I had a bit of metallic to it. Like a shimmer, maybe, or a pearl, or I didn't like it, whatever. was. Thank God a matte shadow will cover through that and it didn't pick it up. Okay, so what I've done is I've just added it here with my blending brush, but now I'm going to start pulling it down. Just like that. Now, do you see the difference between the two? Now I'll show you again how I did this, okay? I'm picking up, ooh, hi, sorry. I'm picking up that off-white color, and I'm adding it in at that eyebrow. Just underneath that eyebrow. Just like that. Just enough so you see it mattifying, right? Push it in, knock back and forth. Now start bringing it down. Just like that. Just bring it down. See? And we'll pick up a little bit more that way. Go back in, bring it back down. This is where you finesse them and you even that out. And I'm even going to go and take this white and use it to pull that back ever so slightly. Just blend it up. So, if you've put a color on and you want to move it out, of course you take your blending brush and you move it out. A clean blending brush and you move it out. So what I did was I worked it way out so I could bring it back in, and you still see those colors. It's really still a heavy gradient, but it looks a lot more tamed, right? So then I'm going to knock off all the color that's on it, and I'm going to take it like this and brush forward ever so slightly, because remember, you don't want that brush to flick. If that brush flicks, well, now you've got black and red and all that on the inside. So we're going to go over here. I had to make sure I didn't do it. We're going to go over here and we're going to do it again. We're just going to grab it and gently pull it across. Grab it, gently pull it across. Clean it off. Now I'm going to go back in. Now that I've cleaned that brush off again, see, clean, no red, no black. I'm going to go back in. We'll pick up that white. And I'm going to add it right through here. Now what that's going to do is just soften that up. Pick this up. Soften that up. Again, I'm not using a shimmer. I'm just using a matte, off-white, something that can be used as a highlighter. Mistake fixes in real life. Are you ready for this? I know you see it. Do you see it on my cheek? That dark right there? Take your towel. Now don't press. Just lightly. Bam. Buff it away. Alright, so we've made it this far. Now there's a lot of different ways you can take it at this point. I'm going to do my eyeliner and mascara, and we'll show you these eyes when they're finished. There you go. This is your little devil eye. So here it is. Here you go. This is my Valentine's Day dirty little devil. Tell me what you think. Show me your recreations. I love seeing them. Till next time.